Hi, I'm Isabelle Leonard here with WCNN, and I'm here with River Carroll, who attended the March for Our Lives march this past Saturday on March 24th, and we have some questions for him. So, first of all, why did you go? Everyone has a different reason, so why did you go?
I wanted to go to DC because that was the root of my involvement. I felt I could most be inspired if I was in DC listening to the students who were at Parkland, and so I felt like I needed to go to DC for that reason.
And what was your experience? What did you feel while you were there?
So we got there pretty early. We got there at 7 a.m. to get as close as we could to the speakers stand. Crowd started filling in. When I started to realize who was around me, it got pretty packed in tight. There was a mother next to me who had a picture of her son, and then there was her poster, and it said that he was shot and killed at the school shooting. And that really put things into perspective because I was standing next to a mom who was without a child now. And that was the whole reason for this rally, was to mourn and find a fix to what was going on. And so that was really sad to be standing next to a mom who was crying with no child next to her when I was with my dad and I had that connection and she didn't have that.
I think that that's really like an important moment. Were there any particular speakers you think you learned something from?
There were two speakers that really stuck with me. One being Martin Luther King's granddaughter.
Wow.
She talked about how her grandfather had a dream about races and how they could get along. And her dream for this generation is ending gun violence. And that was pretty moving considering it was Martin Luther King's granddaughter and this was her dream. And then second is students who experience this every day in inner city schools. We heard from two Chicago students who lost their siblings to gun violence, just going home after school, going to get some groceries for their mom. Gun violence is an everyday problem in large cities that just run rampant with guns that you can easily get.
Yeah, so, we forget that it's not always mass shootings and that a lot of individuals, one person, die a lot because of gun violence.
Right.
What do you think the solution is? And what do you think most of the people there thought the solution was?
I don't know every answer, but I would say stricter gun laws. A complete repeal of the Second Amendment would disrupt how America runs. So the least we can do now is stricter gun laws and ban assault rifles, definitely.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel coming back from that environment where you had so many people that felt the same way as you coming back to Central? Because I know that there are a lot of people here that differ from the opinion that we need stricter gun laws. How did you feel coming back in that contrast?
Coming back posed a challenge because I know down here we don't all think the same way as up in DC. And so my only solution that I could think of when I came back here was to encourage people to vote and educate on who we're voting for. And so, since we're also polarized opinions, I know instead of just standing, this is what I believe and this is what you guys should believe also, what we need to do is be educating on who we're voting into office and who's going to change who we vote into office.
Yeah, so talking about it, learning about what's actually going on a local level, not
Right.
just a national level.
Right.
Thank you for talking with us today. I think this is a great perspective that everyone can hear and learn from.
Definitely.
I'm Isabelle Leonard, and this is River Carroll. Thank you.